Today is November the 1st, which obviously means it's the first day of open enrollment for Obamacare. This comes just a week after news that some people will see shocking rate hikes, or at least substantial rate hikes, and fewer insurance options under the Affordable Care Act next year. A storyline that the Trump campaign considers to be something of a gift in this final stretch of the election. That delight was on full display today in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, where Donald Trump and his running mate Mike Pence called for health care policy changes, including the end of individual mandates and the ability for Americans to shop for insurance plans across state lines.
Before it was called Obamacare, it was called Hillary Care. Even former President Bill Clinton said, costs are going up, coverage is going down, it's the craziest thing in the world. I guess even with the Clintons, sometimes truth happens. President Obama said, here's the quote, when one of these companies comes out with a new smartphone that has a few bugs, what do? They fix it. They upgrade it. Unless it catches fire, then they pull it off the market. Well, what a coincidence, Mr. President, because that's exactly what we're going to do with Obamacare. We're going to pull it off the market so it stops burning up our wallets.
The president said, if you like your plan, you can keep your plan. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor, which may go down as one of the great political lies of the century. She wants to put the government totally in charge of health care in America. If we don't repeal and replace Obamacare, we will destroy American health care forever. It's one of the single most important reasons why we must win on November 8th.
There has not been much polling about how news of these rate hikes is affecting the popularity of Obamacare. But Mark, is your view at this point that this is a sleeper issue that might make a real difference in this presidential race?
Well, that seems to certainly be the view of the Republicans. Of course, they have hammered on the Affordable Care Act since it passed. The polling, as you and I have discussed many times, it's more negative than positive about the law. It certainly energizes the Republican base. It unites all Republicans, really, almost every case. It unites a lot of independents who don't like it, particularly business people. And the Trump campaign claims this issue, last Monday when this broke, is what started to turn things, they say, in their favor. So I think an issue involving the real lives of real people that plays into, even though a lot of the coverage has overstated the extent of the hikes, the extent of the problem, I think this may be the sleeper issue right now that Republicans ride through direct mail and digital, et cetera, to an advantage with a lot of voters.
Yeah, I disagree, and for a couple reasons. One, if there was a time when Obamacare was going to be a decisive issue, it should have been in 2012. We saw what happened there. It did not sink Barack Obama in 2012. The law was more unpopular than it is now.
That's because Mitt Romney was a horrible messenger on health care.
Well, you could argue, and that gets to our next question. Is Donald Trump a great messenger on this? I don't think so. In addition to the fact that he has no alternative, I'll just point out that he was just lying kind of gratuitously in that clip we showed where he said that Hillary Clinton wants to have the government take over all of health care in America. That's just blatantly false. He also, as I said, doesn't have an alternative. But the other thing that's true is that you're right. Obamacare is more unpopular than it is popular. More people dislike it than like it. But the numbers are, it's not that much more unpopular, which is to say the split between favorable and unfavorable is only a few points. And it's been really stable for now 2 or 3 years, the split. High 40s versus mid to low 40s on the unfav versus fav. And I just don't think that what has happened last week is going to radically change that to the point where it's really going to matter on election day.
Just let me be clear. I know we got to go, but let me be clear. I don't think it's a silver bullet. I don't think it's going to achieve some huge game changer. All I'm saying is between Bill Clinton Inc. and WikiLeaks, the Comey Comet, and health care, I think health care may be the one that, to the extent Trump is gaining, is helping him the most.
Okay. All right.